Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you 3 selections for tomorrow's race. And now before we get into them, I quickly just want to reflect on how our tips performed at the weekend. In the end, it wasn't a bad day, as we had a couple of winners on Saturday with Barradell and Athnand. I hope some of you backed them. There were a couple of disappointments. Royal Pagao ran alright, I thought, behind Eldorado Allen, but in the end he just bumped into an improver on the day. JPR won the nap. He was very disappointing. I just think maybe they went a little bit too quick for him in the end, and it suited the closers for a change. You normally need to be ridden handily, so that was a little bit disappointing there. And Notre Paris, well, we put him up each way. He got a little bit of each way money back, so that wasn't a bad result there. And the long shot of the day, Riders on the Storm, was a non-runner. So on the whole, it wasn't a bad weekend, and hopefully we can have some winners for you tomorrow. And like I said at the top of the video, I've got 3 selections for tomorrow's racing. And we're going to be going with my nap of the day, which runs in the 3:15 as the first selection, with a horse called Omar Maretti for Keelan Woods and Alex Hales, currently available at 7-4 with a couple of bookmakers, and I'm going to recommend a 1-point win bet here. Now, if you follow my work, you might remember we put this horse up when he won at Newcastle last time out. He was given a peach of a ride last time by Keelan Woods, who didn't do anything complicated, got him there just off the pace, kind of disputing the lead early on. And in the end, he won the race through his jumping. He was very, very efficient. And you have to say, he's very lightly raced and still unexposed. Now, he's an interesting horse because he came from the point-to-point field. He won a few point-to-points in testing ground. And then he made his rules debut last year over hurdles at this track. And he won on both his appearances. The first one up, he saw him beat Barrichello, who's no mug at all over hurdles. So he showed that he had a little bit of speed that day. And then he was put away after those victories. But he came back over fences this season, and he's done quite well. Now, he's given £3 for his latest win. He's up to a mark of 132, but I just think he could potentially have things in his favour tomorrow. There's going to be a little bit of rain around, so even though the ground is good soft, it might just ride on the soft side a little bit more. So I think you will need to handle the conditions. Almazar Guard, we put him up last time in the North Yorkshire National when he was just headed in the closing stages. Ideally, he wants a sounder surface, so I'd be keen to take him on. Moran as well. He's a horse that looked promising at one time, but Nicky Richards' team haven't necessarily been in the best of form this season. And also as well, he's returning and might need the run, and the others just didn't make any appeal to me. I thought Omar Maretti had a lot of things in his favour, and arguably I think you can make him a little bit of a short price. So for me, I think 7-4 there, he's not a bad bet, and that's why he's going to be my nap of the day. We then go with my next best, which runs in the 5:30 at Wolves on the all-weather action there. And I think this could be the day for Barrington. Now, you have to really trust Barrington because he is a horse that can often run some good races, but he just never seems to get his head in front. However, tomorrow could be D-Day for him. He's currently available at 5-2. Now, if you look at some of his recent races, he has been threatening to go close on a few occasions this winter, and he's been filling the frame on quite a few of his recent starts. And in fact, his last run at Newcastle's actually worked out quite well because he bumped into an improver that day, Tell Me Now, who'd been quite progressive in this grade. And also as well, the second horse, Clear Angel, was a winner at Newcastle last week, so that wasn't bad form at all. And I just thought this was an even weaker race than what he ran in last time. I don't think it will take a lot of winning. Axel Jacklin's your current favourite, or he was put in as favourite. I don't think really that form amounts to much last time when he won a classified stakes. He just got an easy lead up in front and was able to stay there come the end of the race. There's a bit of pace on in here, so I could just see Barrington just tracking the pace. He's trained by Mick Appleby, who are going well. Freddie Larson as well has been having a good all-weather campaign. Claims 5 here, and I just think tomorrow there's lots of things in his favour, and off a mark of 53, he should be winning this on what he's shown earlier this winter. So for me, I think he'll go very close in that race, and fingers crossed he can get a much-deserved win. We then go with an extra tip, which runs in the 7:30 at Wolves. I'm going to recommend a small stakes win-only bet here with Power Stakes. He's currently available at 9-2, and I'm going to recommend a 0.5 win-only bet here. Now, this horse is trained by Hugo Palmer, and Harry Davis is an interesting jockey booking, a young apprentice that's able to claim 7. Now, last time we saw this horse, you have to put a line through his one when he finished in last place over this course and distance. But the race just wasn't really run to suit for him, and he was given far too much to do. And horses at that meeting that had been ridden prominently had actually tended to stay there come the end of the race. So I think he was up against it. However, there's going to be plenty of pace on here tomorrow. You're going to have Pal Vicino. You're going to have the likes of Society Red, a couple of others in here that like to go forward. it just could set up for a patient ride. And if Power States, who has won in the past of using hold-up tactics before, I just think that that could be to his advantage here. He won this race last year. He's more effective on the all-weather than he is the turf. He's down to a mark of 95, which is workable on some of his older form. I think he's got solid credentials tomorrow, and it's interesting as well that they're claiming £7 off him. I think this is the best chance he's had for a little while, and I'd be disappointed if he couldn't go close in that 7:30 at Wolves to feature on the card. So they're the three selections then for tomorrow's racing. If you're still enjoying these videos, remember to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe here to my YouTube channel at LuckyLoaders15. If you want to follow me on social media, Twitter is the best place to do so, where my handle is at LuckyLoader15. And if you want to find out a bit more about myself, my website is www.chrisloaderracing.co.uk. So please go responsibly. Hopefully we can have some winners for you tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you soon.